Today we're making a low-carb, easy breakfast idea. Let me show you. Do you love sausage and gravy biscuits, but you're trying to go low-carb? Well, in today's recipe, I'm going to show you how to make a low-carb chaffle where you can still eat a sausage and gravy. Instead of a biscuit, you're going to eat a chaffle. It's almost the same. Today we're going to be using almond flour, 2 eggs, a half a cup of cheese of your choice, around a tablespoon and a half of heavy cream, and some salt and pepper. So let me show you how to make a low-carb, easy chaffle. Back to the basics. This is just a plain one. You can change them up a lot, but today we're just sticking to the basic recipe. Like I said, you can make these chaffles anyway. You can make them sweet or savory, but today we're making this for our breakfast. So we're going to make it sort of a way that it'll go with some gravy. While you're making your mix up, go ahead and plug up your little waffle maker. And we're going to be using this to spray it with. We're letting that heat up now. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start by adding our 2 eggs. Our heavy cream, our half a cup of our cheese. The most common cheese used in this is mozzarella, but today we're just using what we have. A little bit of salt, some black pepper, and now we're going to add 2 tablespoons of almond flour. And now we're just going to give that a good mix. Here's what your mixture looks like. And sometimes these little things might leak. So I use just this little platter to set mine on. That way if I have any leakage, it won't go all over the stove. But you can see it's already heating up. So we're going to go ahead now and we're going to add 1/4 of a cup of our mixture to our waffle maker. Now if you don't have one of these, you can cook it in the iron skillet. I've done that before. I used to use this a lot when I was watching my diet and being better, and I got off track, but now it's time to start watching our carbs again. So Travis and myself, we're eating low carb for a while, as much as possible. Okay, we'll let that cook, and then I'm going to show y'all what it looks like. Sometimes I take something and just hold it down. That right there gets a little warm. Just to make sure it's cooked all the way through. Just for a few seconds. I'm going to let it get just a little bit browner. Now this little thing, we ordered this one off of Amazon. But even now, Walmart sells them. But I got this one years ago, back when they first came out. But now you can even get them shaped like hearts and pumpkins, and Valentine's Day's coming up, so you might want to get one shaped like a heart. Okay, we're fixing to take this one up. Now this is the way I do it. I just stick my fork in it, and look, it comes right up. You have yourself a nice looking chaffle. You can do a lot of things with these chaffles. Okay, this time I'm going to show you a different way. You can take some of your cheese, just lightly spray it, and you can go ahead and put you a little cheese on your maker. And then we're going to add our 1/4 of a cup of our mixture. And the goal here is try not to let it run out because it makes a mess. Okay, now that it started cooking, I'm going to open it up and I'm going to put a little cheese on the other side. And that right there will just give you a crispy crust on it. Ooh, ain't that pretty, y'all? While we're finishing up on this last one, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start letting my iron skillet heat up so we can make our homemade sausage gravy. Okay, now here's one that's a little lighter and not as crispy. So if you like your eggs over easy or lightly cooked, you might like it this way. Okay, now for the sausage gravy, I'm going to take about that much of the end of the tube of sausage and I'm just going to add it straight to my iron skillet. Get it chopped up. While our sausage is cooking, we're going to get us some eggs ready to go. Okay, y'all, with the price of eggs right there, we probably got $3 in eggs because the other day, a dozen eggs at the Dollar General were $5.50. I'm going to add a little black pepper, a little salt, some heavy cream, and just give them a mix. Now that we've got our sausage done, I'm going to add just a little bit of my saved bacon grease to that. So I'll have plenty of oil to make my gravy with. Because that sausage don't put off a lot. Plus that bacon grease will even give it some extra flavor. And some fat. And now to that, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour. Okay, now we're going to add just a dash of onion powder. We like adding that to our gravy. Some salt. Black pepper. Now at this point right here, if you were doing regular gravy, you could add you some milk. But since we're trying to keep it low carb gravy, we're going to add around a cup of heavy cream. And around a 1/2 cup of broth. And you can use whatever you got, chicken broth or beef, or even vegetable broth. You just want something to thin that heavy cream down with. Clean up my mess. I'm going to add just a little bit more black pepper. And now we're just going to let that simmer for a few minutes and get how thick you like your gravy. Now to replace the flour, and you could use xanthan gum, I believe is what it's called, And then there's another thickener, I believe, arrowroot powder you can use when you're doing low carb. I just don't have any yet. So I just used around a tablespoon of all-purpose flour. You actually get that little bitty waffle, but I'm going to say it makes 3. That one's not enough to much count for 1. Okay, we got our gravy cooked down and how we want it. Now we're going to add it to our chaffles. We'll get the rest of that out of there. Y'all don't worry about that. It won't go to waste. Let us know what you think. Do you think you might give these a try? Comment down below. Okay, y'all. Right there's how we make homemade chaffles and how we're making our low-carb gravy. I hope y'all like our video on how to eat low carb for breakfast. Okay, y'all, I hope you like our video on how we're taking some recipes from the South, trying to still do them, but turning them in to a lower carb meal. So I hope y'all like this video on how I done some sausage and gravy biscuits. Just not your average biscuits. We tried to do them better for us. So we made some chaffles and gravy. They're easy and simple. I hope you like our video. If you do, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It's helping our videos get out there. So every time y'all give us a thumbs up, it lets the YouTube algorithm know that some people are watching our videos and they might like them. And also, if you're interested in sharing our videos, don't forget to share them. Thanks for watching.